I'm gonna show to you the chess game between Vidit and Gukesh in FIDE Candidates 2024, round number 8. So let's begin on e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, d3, a6, castles kingside. This is Italian game, my fellow chessers. So let's continue on h6, a4, bishop c5, bishop e3, d6, knight b d2. Why, if you take this, we have a control on the first squares, my fellow chessers. Okay, so you do not take that. So let's continue on. Knight b d2, castles kingside, c3, rook e8, my fellow chessers. So b4 attacking the bishop on c5, bishop takes e3, f takes e3, bishop e6, b5, knight b8, bishop takes e6, rook takes e6, and then queen c2, knight bd7, d4, queen e8, rook a e1, a takes b5, a takes b5, rook a5, c4, defending the pawn on b5, my fellow chessers. So queen a8, and then h3, rook e8, king h2. Mistake. The best move is knight b1. That's the best move, my fellow chessers. So let's continue on king to h2, and then b6, rook f2, rook a2, queen to d3, rook a3. Mistake. The best move is queen a3. That is the best move, my fellow chessers. Let's continue on rook a3, queen to b1, queen to a4, queen to a4, and then knight h4, and then rook a8. Oh, triple battery, as you can see, my fellow chessers. So let's continue on knight f5, king f8, and then rook ef1, rook a1. Ooh, triple battery, my fellow chessers. So let's continue on queen to d3, queen to b4, and then rook takes a1. Rook takes a1, and then c5. Mistake. The best move is g4. That is the best move. So let's continue on c5. Mistake. B takes c5, and then knight c4, queen e1, rook e2, king g1, my fellow chessers, and then king to g3, and then knight h5, king h4, knight d f6, and then knight takes h6, and then king to h2, knight f5, rook f1, g4, rook takes f5. Wow, sacrifice. And then e takes f5, king to g3, and then king to g5, knight h7, check, and then white resigned the game. As you can see, if you continue on king h5, we have queen takes h3, checkmate on h3, my fellow chessers, and h3 and pawn.